All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited for this call today because in the training that I'm in right now, we just learned this kind of whole new framework of recruiting and how to implement purpose-driven recruiting, which I am really excited about. And in the group he started doing this 30-day challenge that I think would be really fun to do in this group as well. So I'm going to talk about that too. But to start off with, we're just going to go around and share our accountability sheets for the week. So I thought I would just go first. So here is mine. And what I did, so I'm currently at 1 star, and I currently have no Success Club points. And for my team, what I'm doing right now is I'm really working on getting my second business center to Diamond. So that's what I have filled in for my chart here. And I have, all I need is one more emerald on my right leg for that to go Diamond. So I'm really focusing on the one builder I have on that side and helping her get to emerald, and then that second business center will go to Diamond. So that's really my focus as far as building this week. And then I did my changes in volume and percentages. So this week PV is down by 22%. Team volume on my right leg is down by 9%, and on my left leg by 16%. I think I will also in the future will write the numbers as well, and then it'll make it easier next week to calculate those percentages. New customers was Melissa. She got the ultimate reset this week, so I'm really excited for her to do that. And then new coach who I added to the team page yesterday was Mia. And then I did all the coach daily actions every day. And now I'm just going to go clockwise according to how it shows up on my screen. So Roxanne, oh, I don't know, just shifted. Yeah, okay. Roxanne, you are next.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
All right. So we're just going over the deltas in our volume, right?
Nope, the whole thing.
Okay. So I currently have 0 Success Club points. I've got 2 coaches on my left leg, and my 2 coaches on my right leg are both inactive. So I mean, part of me thinks I should just stop even counting that, but I'm hopeful that they'll come back. And then as far as PV, my change is 0. The delta is 0. The delta on the right leg was up 786, but down on the left leg by 70.
Okay.
So I'm still trying to kind of learn what all that means. And as I understand, obviously the more coaches I have under me, the more that'll kind of level out. Correct. Unfortunately, at this time, I don't have any. This week, I don't have any new customers or new coaches. Okay. And I did all my daily actions Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Friday last week. I didn't. No excuses.
Okay. I know it's hard to just deliver the numbers without excuses. It's like, oh, I keep stopping myself, or without explanation too.
Right.
Yeah, this is a challenge, but it's all new. So, okay, awesome. So, Stacy, you are next. I see you're muted. Can you still talk?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Go ahead.
I'm at Emerald right now. I have a discount coach on my left and on my right leg. And as far as point volumes, I think it was over 300.
Okay.
Last time I looked.
And was that for personal volume or team volume?
Personal volume.
Okay. Did you track your team volume too?
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I haven't had time to say boo. I've had a lot of stuff going on.
Do you know how to do that in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. One reason we really want to track team volume is that's where our cycle bonuses come in. So it's really important to know how your legs are cycling and where you want to really focus on putting those builders when you sign them up so that you can maximize that. And then how did you do as far as new coaches, new customers, and the daily actions?
Daily actions, yes. Everything else, no.
Okay, cool. So, Tanya, you are next.
Hi.
Hi.
So I have been in a meeting since 12. I failed to look online to get my information before then, and I don't have service, so I can't get it now. But I haven't generated anything, so my numbers haven't gone up.
Okay. And where are you currently as far as rank and Success Club points? Do you know off the top of your head?
I'm Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure about Success Club points. They were 90 last week, so I also am not quite sure how the point systems work and what everything means.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I can show you really quick. Can you see the screen?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how to see the screen. I hear you ask that all the time. I'm not sure.
I mean, like, can you see us on the call? Or no? No? Okay. All right. I can send you screenshots later. That's fine.
I know how and where to get the information. I just don't know what, like, just, I guess how we earn the points and the differences, I guess.
Got it. Okay. There's a really great video that corporate made. I'll send that to you. That's how I first figured it out.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know, how do you earn the Success Club points? And yeah, so.
Yeah, no worries at all. I'll get that to you.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Kate, you are up next.
Okay, rank Emerald. I'm also 0 on Success Club points. Nothing's changed as far as coaches from last week. Still hubby on the left, two siblings on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Point volume, personal volume 0. Right leg is 0, left leg is 180. And new customers is just 1 free lead from the UK, actually.
Cool.
Coach daily actions, I've not been good on them this week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday was a half of them in at best. Yesterday and today I've done better at getting all in. So yeah, I can't complain.
Okay, awesome. Well, that was our first time. Good job, ladies. I'm proud of you. I read something this morning that I thought was really awesome. I'm reading right now The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes. It's a great book. And in it, he talks about learning anything new is like, he described it as learning a new language. And I thought that was such a great way to look at it, because when you're coming into a business like this, you really are learning a new language, right? You're learning, what is Success Club and what is personal volume and what is team volume and how does all of this work? And it's like a whole new language. And you can either sort of embrace that sort of awkward uncomfortableness of having to learn something new, or you can allow it to overwhelm and defeat you, right? Like there's the two different choices. And even these accountability calls, having to read through a sheet like this is like learning a new language, and it's uncomfortable. And sometimes it can feel like you're like airing your dirty laundry in a way, like, TMI, But on the other hand, I fully believe in what you put your focus on grows. What you put your attention and your energy to grows. And I know for me, I thrive with accountability. I know having to share this with you guys every single week, I am so much more motivated to be like, I freaking filling in those little bubbles, It just really helps me stay more motivated, and I hope that it does the same for you. So, who today, before I go into the whole purpose-driven recruiting, who wants to share a win or a challenge they had this week?
I have a challenge and a win.
Yay, go for it.
Well, my post, for whatever reason, I let my mentalness get me for the whole month of September and a little bit into October. I haven't been working out. So I let the whole, the ball get bigger and bigger. I don't want to. I haven't done it. I don't want to get up at 4. I just let the ball get bigger, and I haven't worked out. So this whole clean week, I was like trying to convince myself, get back on track, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole clean week, and I was like, that's a great opportunity to just jump right back on track. And so Monday, I'd intended to get up early and work out. I had nightmares the night before, so I slept straight through my alarm. I was late for work, messed with my Monday morning. I intended to work out. I put my workout clothes on under my work clothes so I could just strip at work and work out and then get back to work.
That's awesome.
The room I was going to do it in was scheduled for a meeting, so I missed my 9 o'clock opportunity. And I'm like, not a big deal. I basically run my schedule at work, so I'll do it at lunch. I didn't get a lunch Monday. So on top of my own, everything just kept escalating, and that's why I said I let life, take my opportunity to work out from me Monday, and uncontrollable things just happened. So that was a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do a 9 o'clock p.m. workout. I didn't give those sucked for me.
Yeah.
So the win was I decided, regardless of how tired I was, it was a 4 o'clock workout. I was doing it and I was getting it done, and I wasn't going to let life dictate when I could get it in and allow me not to get back on track. So
that's awesome.
That was my challenge and my win.
That's so great. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, and it felt great. And another win that comes with that is I have a struggling coach that has not been working out either. And I'm like, hey, look, you just got to do it.
Uh-huh.
And I've been honest with her. I told her I haven't been working out either, but it's not about yesterday or tomorrow. It's about today. Are you going to do it today?
Mm-hmm.
So we both got back on track Monday.
That's awesome. And I think it's so important too to share that on our pages, because I was talking with another coach, or not coach, but a customer prospect about coaching, and she's like, oh, I'm just so scared that I would let everybody down, that I would fail on my nutrition and fail on my customers, and so I think the more that we can share our challenges, the times that we fail, I was really open about the fact that September sucked. My nutrition was horrible in not September, August, because in September I did the reset. But we all have those times, we're human, and we have times, and the further off that we get, either with our nutrition or our workouts or our business, the harder and harder and harder it can be to get ourselves back on, because that that first step becomes a mile, becomes 10 miles, and then it looks like a freaking mountain, and the longer and longer, when really, like you said, all it takes is that first step, doing that first workout, and you're like, oh right, this actually feels good.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
That was everything was going through my mind. I'm like, what's my problem? I like to work out. This is my game. What the heck? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sometimes, you never know. It's weird. I feel like crap if I eat sugar, but sometimes I eat too much sugar. It's we're human. Sometimes we mess up. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome, though. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Does anybody else, anything else they want to share?
Well, my awkward language learning phase right now is it's both hashtags, because a baby grandma and awkward turtle, those two phrases describe me with hashtags. And So I've been experimenting with those and trying to figure out which ones to use. And it's a learning curve. I realized I just have to keep trying them because I've gotten really weird, bizarre followers, creepy followers, and nice followers with hashtags. So I definitely want to keep learning to use them. Mm-hmm. And I used one hashtag, and it had nothing to do with health, fitness, or exercise. Mm-hmm. But this girl contacted me out of the blue and didn't ask anything about coaching or anything like that. She just asked about this particular issue that she was having, and she just really needed somebody to talk to. Mm-hmm. And it drove home for me that this business is about helping people, even if, she never asked about Beachbody ever again, though I did get a positive contact out of her. So, so that was good. But those are the struggles for me right now. Hashtags and managing time, and the successes are mindset shifts. Like Tanya just was talking about, realizing, okay, I can do this, and I can do this, and then I can do this too. So. Yeah, that's very generic, but yeah.
No, it's not at all. I think it's so important. I think you brought up two really good points of one, learning Instagram, learning hashtags. Again, a whole new language, right?
Yes.
Like, there we go. We're learning a whole another foreign language, the land of Instagram. And I think we have to, the more grace that we can allow ourselves to realize that we're going to mess it up. We're going to use weird hashtags. We might attract some weird people, but you keep going and you learn more and you implement and you grow and you grow and you just continue learning. And that constant willingness to be uncomfortable and to do it anyways is really what it takes for growth. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah, it's true.
And then continuing the mindset. I thought your post last night was amazing talking about that.
Thank you. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was awesome.
But yeah, that was kind of the mindset thing. I had a mindset moment today where I'm talking to this girl. I hope that she becomes one of my Success Club points this month or next, but we'll see. Mm-hmm. And she was saying she has this roommate who makes it really hard to stay on track with exercise, nutrition, anything, just blah, blah, blah. Uh-huh. But listening to how she's talking about her roommate, it got me, instead of thinking, she's going to struggle with this and this probably isn't going to work for her and that whole negative line, I thought, well, what if this roommate of hers, I need to ask her, maybe they could do double time next month, because her roommate has mentioned wanting to be healthier, but she keeps eating mac and cheese and Taco Bell. Maybe she just is like I was when I started. I didn't know. I thought I was doing pretty good, but I didn't know better. Right. So maybe I can get them both if I keep at this. And I realized, the mindset shift. Yay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What a great idea.
I hope it works. We'll see.
Yeah. I love that. Getting roommates to do double time. How fun.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if it works.
I saw a couple people talking about double time. What is that? Is that family oriented?
Yeah, it's a new program that Tony Horton actually created, and it's meant to be done with a partner. So it can be, like roommates, or it can be a husband and wife, or it can be a mom and a child. But yeah, it's all partner-based workout. So it's meant to really foster relationships through exercise.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can check it out. I think, I don't know if there's a preview up yet. I can't remember when there was a preview. But you can check it out online. Just look it up. You'll find some more information. Yeah. But yeah, that one should be awesome. And then we also have November to Remember coming up, where we pair up. So it's going to be partners of two coaches on each team. So we'll definitely want to get that going, which will be super fun. I'm happy to make suggestions for you guys based on personality types of who I think would work well together. If you want me to do that, that's an option. And then I also wanted to chat about this recruiting challenge that I want to do with you guys. So in the training that I'm doing, he talks a lot about purpose-driven recruiting and really coming from sharing about this opportunity from the point or the aspect of sharing from your why. So instead of sharing, what we do and how we do it, like I'm a health and fitness coach and we have 30-minute workouts and we have a meal replacement shake, coming from the place of why you do this is much more powerful and is going to connect with people and allow you to have relationships on a whole different level. And so I have 2 PDFs that I want to share with you guys, and I'll post them in the message thread after this call. The first one is really going to walk you through all of the thought behind this, how it works, why it works, et cetera, et cetera. And then the second one is a homework assignment. And it's really going to help you to get super clear on your why and be able to really practice that really well, so you have that really solid. You know exactly how you would want to say it, what you would want to say. And then he takes it even a level further. Like, I think so often we get told, what's your why? And for me, originally my why was being able to stay home with my children. That was my big why. But he says, we even need to go beyond that, from here's my why, but then here's also the impact that I want to make. And so instead of being like, I'm a health and fitness coach and I help people with their health and fitness or whatever, it's like, this is my why, and this is the impact that I want to make, and this business is the vehicle or the tool that I use to help me accomplish my why and the impact that I want to make. And so helps really connect with people on a very different level, more of like an emotional level that will allow them to relate to not only your why, but also your mission, your impact that you want to make. And I think the stronger that we can get in our why and in our purpose, the more driven and focused we will be in achieving it. So like I said, I'm going to send you those 2. The first is sort of the whole description of this, the thought behind it. The second is the homework. And in the homework, it's going to challenge you to, first go through the steps that are outlined to define your why and to come up with it. And then the next step is to make a list of 300 people. And then the third step is going to be to start inviting those people coming from a place of this why. And this may sound all a little bit like high level or theoretical, but once you see the guides, it'll make a lot more sense on how to implement this. And then, so what I want us all to do this week, I just got this on Saturday. So I didn't really get to do anything with it yet until today. So I'm going to be going through this with you guys. And what I would love to challenge us all to do is go through the homework this week and come up with our whys, practice them, and in the guide it'll show you want to have them to between like 60 and 90 minutes, ideally. No, seconds, not minutes.
Thank you.
Yes, we're all going to give an hour-and-a-half long speech next week. Be prepared. Oh God, sorry, seconds. So then next week on the call, we will share them all with each other and see if we can help, each other fine tune them. Maybe we'll hear something like, oh, we want to hear a little bit more about that. Or maybe you talked about that like a little bit too long. Maybe we can shorten it so we can really help each other refine these. And then I want us to all band together and make November a big recruiting push for the 7 of us in here. So taking that list of 300 people and making it our aim to reach out to all of them in November. And that may sound like a lot right now, but November is like the perfect time to be doing this because we're coming up on January. January through March is like the most amazing time to be in this business because New Year's resolutions, right? So imagine what would happen to your business if in November you brought on 5 new coaches. Imagine what that would be like to hit January 1st and you have 5 to 10 new coaches building on your team underneath you, and all these people coming in after the holidays are ready to get started. So what we're doing right now is making our business next year. Like, your income can literally, like, I've seen it like triple, quadruple, whatever 5 times is from like December through March, because I hustled my booty off now till the end of the year. And the interesting thing is, in October and November, I don't typically see high Success Club points. Like right now, I'm at 0, which is really odd for me. But still, it's usually like lower Success Club points, but I'm still putting in the actions every single day. I'm still inviting, I'm still sharing, I'm still talking to people, because I know come right after Christmas, like I've hit really big Success Club numbers in December, because right after Christmas, people are ready to get started for New Year's. So what we're doing right now is, it may not pay off, today or next week or even in, a couple weeks, but by the end of the year, it's going to be amazing. So you have to really sort of trust in that process and trust that what you're doing and how you're showing up right now is going to pay off. And if we really buckle down, we really define our why, our purpose, and the impact that we want to make, and we bring on new people that are excited about this in November. I mean, my goal is to bring on 10 coaches. I mean, I challenge you guys all to make your own goal, but I really honestly think if we all band together, we get really focused on sharing from this point of view, from the why, from the purpose, and we create that momentum, and we come into the new year with 5, 10 new coaches on your team, that is going to be amazing. But it starts right now. It starts with us showing up every single day, finding the time and putting in the work, and trusting that even if you're hearing no, I'm hearing so many no's right now, you guys, like so many no's, so many ignores, so many, yeah, that sounds awesome, but not right now, I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. And it's hard, right? It can start to like slowly chip away at your self-confidence, at your why, at your purpose, and at your belief. And that's, again, why I think so important to get really focused on that. And once we can do that, so I think this week, if we all go through that together, if we all get really clear on our whys, it's going to really help us carry and keep that mindset and keep that momentum through the end of the year. So that is my challenge for you guys. Would love to do this in November, make the list. I'll be totally honest, I have never actually written out a list. I've always just said like, oh, I've got my Facebook friends list and I've got it in Teamsy and, blah, 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 blah. But, I've been a coach for 3.5 years now, and you hear it over and over and over, how important it is to make a list. And he said, even if you don't end up contacting all those people, there's like an energy that comes just from writing down all those names. So, and he totally called everybody out too. He was like, if you tell me you don't have 300 people, I'm calling bullshit on you. It was pretty hilarious. He's like, pick up your phone, go through your contacts, go through your Facebook message, friends, go through, your whatever. Like we all can come up with a list of 300 people. So if we can reach out to all of those people in November, share our why, share our, mission statement or impact that we want to make, I have like all the confidence in the world, your business is just going to skyrocket, and that momentum is going to carry you into the new year. So that is going to be my homework for you guys this week. Of course, in addition to filling out this sheet, but I will get that PDF to you guys in the message thread that I created so we can all go through this together. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, I have one, but it's not about what you just said. All of that sounds really good. My question is from last week. Inspiring Wellness Together, did you say you were going to make a list of topics you wanted each of us to cover each day? Or
Yes.
was I supposed to be writing that down and I forgot to take notes?
I apologize. No, I created a little calendar and everything for us for you to fill your name in. I think I just didn't send it to everybody who said they were in.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a Google form or Google sheet. So I will put that in the message thread, and then you guys can just go in. I think I have the first 5 weeks right now, and I have those 4 topics that I talked about. So you can just literally plug in your name on the day and the topic that you want to take, and then just make sure that happens on the day that you signed up for.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I love, like, you know, the more that we're all showing up in there and sharing our workouts and sharing what, you know, our meal plans or our recipe for the day, or, you know, tips or inspiration or whatever, the more that it helps everybody else in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Alicia, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been kind of working on my 60 to 90 seconds, not minutes.
I know.
But I think that's a real struggle for me, trying to get it down and not yammer on, as I'm so good at doing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, and I was looking for it in our team page, but there was one point where you did a really awesome video where you talked about hitting those like 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you could either like recap that or send a link, or I was looking for that and I couldn't find it, but I remember at the time thinking, oh, I need to capture that.
Yeah, it actually came from him originally, from Bob. I learned it from him originally because I took his like leadership, or no, something impact accelerator business. I don't know. But let me see if I have it in here. If not, I'll put it in there. Because yeah, that really helped too for me when I first did it. Yes. Okay. Here we go. I can just copy it and paste it in here.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah. And then it's a little bit different than your why. There we go. Okay, so let's paste it into our message thread. It's a little bit different than your why, because it has more things like your background or occupation, what you didn't like. Well, actually, I don't know, because in the why he gives 5 different topics, and he says, where is it? I had it here. I'm going to bring it up really quick because he says, hold on, finding it. I'm up here. All right. So he says almost every single person you know is lacking in one of these 5 areas: time, money, security, health, and purpose. And so when you are defining your why, you want to choose 2 things, or pick 1 or 2 out of there that strikes you as the most important. It's like, what was the most important to you when you first got started out of those 5? And then making sure that that is part of your story. And he has that in the implementation guide too, writing your story. And so that will help. And I think it kind of will both work either way, using this guide or what I just sent over, because it's sort of all wrapped up in itself.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. But both of these sheets, the reading through the sort of why and how, and then going through the worksheet will be equally helpful. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right. Do you guys have any other questions before we jump off?
I don't have questions, but just a statement.
Yeah.
With the 300 people, for me,
Mm-hmm.
I have to reach for obtainable goals. So when I say 300, that sounds overwhelming. But if you break it down, that's 10 people a day for the 30 months, 30-day month, right?
Yeah.
And we do that right. So we're probably talking to, that many or more sometimes, or almost that many. So, I'm not going to let it overwhelm me that way by thinking of 300. I'm going to break it down to 10 a day.
That's
10 by
awesome.
5.
Yeah, I love that.
And then we also have to remember that it's not up to us to decide who wants to join or not. It's just up to us to throw the invite out and knowledge.
Yes, that's so critical. So critical. Because, and not to prejudge people, just write the names down. And he said basically like these next 30 days, so for us, it'll be November because we're going to work on our why this week. But for November, it's really like making it your mission to get your why in front of as many people as you can. And like Tanya said, it's not about telling them about the business or trying to sell them on the business or convince them of it. It's just getting that many people to hear why you are doing this. And like even yesterday, I was in a conversation with somebody who just liked my page, and I just reached out and started talking to her. And turns out, she's already like a health and fitness trainer. She has a like page, or she's like posting videos and stuff. And so we just started talking about coaching. I asked her, like, have you ever thought about, doing something like this? Oh, she said, oh yeah, I've looked into it before, but I didn't think it was a good fit. And I just said, oh, well, I would love to share with you why I got started in this business. And she said, oh yeah, I'd totally be open to that. And we have a call scheduled for Friday. So so I think it's interesting when you can lead from that point of like, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to convince you that this is for you. I'm not trying to tell you what we do. I just want to tell you why. Why did I do that? Why did I choose this to be the vehicle for me to make that kind of impact and kind of change that I want to make?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Our call is going to run out of time. I just got the little message. So like I said, I'll get this over to the message thread so we can all work on it this week. If you guys, as we go through the week, feel free to like post your thing, because you should definitely write it out, so feel free to post that in the group and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Do you have any insights? And we can sort of help each other that way too.
Okay.
All right. Awesome, ladies. So I look forward to hearing all your whys next week.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.